Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're taking a look now at some Winchester models of rifles. We have here the model of 1866, referred to as the Yellow Boy, due to the brass frame. This was a 44 Winchester rimfire initially. They are reproduced today by Piat and Uberti and Rossi and a few others around the world that chambered in either 44-40 Winchester centerfire, 45 long Colt, 38 357, that kind of modern smokeless cartridges. Move on now to the model 1873. This was Winchester's first centerfire model. Produced in 1873, probably one of our most popular models, if you like, stayed in production well into the 20th century. And here we have the model 1892. 1892 again was a black powder cartridge. It was chambered in 45 long Colt. There are other Winchester models that came around after these. The Winchester model 1894, which would have been their first smokeless rifle, chambered in 33rd Winchester 3030, which is still very, very common today. Winchester 1895, which didn't have the very tubular magazine underneath, which is kind of indicative of all Winchester rifles. The 1895 had a stacked magazine at the bottom of below the bolt. Anyway, we'll carry on about these. 1866. This wasn't the first Winchester rifle. The first Winchester rifle really would have been the model 1860, the Henry. Improvements were made. The Henry rifle didn't have this King's pattern loading port on the side. It had to be loaded. You kind of a spring, you had to plug along here and then turn this and load it from the it was a mess. And because of load that way, it didn't have a hand guard, which meant you could burn your hand or have your hand here. You'd get in the way of the feeder spring, and it might not feed right if you didn't move your hand. Then when 1873 rolled around and centerfire cartridges became a thing, this took off. Very, very popular. It came in several configurations. This is the saddle ring carbine, with all that by the saddle ring, which is here. Also, it was released as a rifle, a full-length rifle with a heavy octagonal barrel and a longer magazine tube underneath. Very popular with the frontiersmen and the American frontier. The lever rifles, iconic American rifle. The lever actions didn't really take off anywhere else, except in the United States. I mean, they're available around the world, of course, but that they wouldn't be as popular anywhere else as they are in the United States. And Northern America, Canada, they're very popular in Canada as well. And move on. Now it's only three that I have representations. I can only show you three because I only have three. This one's a representation of the model 1892, which took a 45 long Colt or 44-40, same as this. And but it was still a pistol caliber cartridge. It wasn't a long rifle cartridge, which with limited its range, its speed and all of that. It's still just a pistol caliber, but it was sufficient to do what they needed to do. If they were a frontiersman, if they were taking deer or taking stag, within limits, I mean within 100 yards, yeah, it could do that. Also with the lever action, very, very fast. Get very fast backup shots, repeat shots, without having to take the rifle out of your shoulder and losing your point of aim. You keep the rifle in your shoulder and work the action. So there we go. A very, very short look, as I said, at the progression of some Winchester rifles. Of course, there are far more models than just these. A testament to how popular they were is how widely they are copied around the world by different manufacturers. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Any comments, please leave them down below, and I'll talk to you again soon.